What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Grey Man Operations, the Neomag Alias system. I have been sort of sitting on this review for quite a while. I think I've had this for over a year. I've tried it with multiple different setups. The review setup is going to be my Glock 19 Surefire X300 aimpoint acro and +2 aluminium base plate. So quite a sizable and weighty setup. I don't subscribe to the whole concept of, oh, I run this when I run my smaller gun. At the end of the day, a piece of gear should be able to handle your EDC firearm in whatever configuration it is configured. So first and foremost, guys, I want to point out the Alias system, whether it's their beltless system or their clip and receiver system, is not more concealable than a standard holster with a standard clip. What we've got here are two what would be Southwest holsters, Rattler style holsters for the Surefire X300. They are virtually identical other than for the fact that they are different colors. Guys, by the way, the firearm is empty and safe and will remain so throughout the video. Standard and Alias. This first set of shots is concealment with the Neomag Alias system. This is concealment with a holster with a standard tackware J-clip. So guys, as you can see, exactly the same holster, exactly the same setup, pretty much exactly the same level of concealment. Is the Neomag system going to make you faster? Well, here are 5 shots running the Neomag Alias system. And here's 5 shots running a standard holster with a J-clip. So it's not going to make you faster and it's not more concealable. Now, I just want to say this, these aren't bad points. Neomag have never claimed to do any of those things. Speed is a metric of training, and concealability is going to be a measure of how good your holster is. I'll tell you this right now. If you don't have a good concealable holster prior to the Neomag Alias system, you won't have one post the Neomag Alias system. That's not how the system works. Now, where the Alias system does shine, and shine quite dramatically, is with how it secures a single clip holster to your belt. So with an Alias system, you have two parts. You have a receiver and you have a clip. The nice thing about this particular clip is it's infinitely adjustable. So you can set your ride height to exactly what you want. Also, guys, these things are robust, right? This is aluminium and what feels like steel. It's not going to break. It's not going to bend. It's extremely robust. This will outlive your holster as far as I'm concerned. Now, the way the system works is if I take this core belt and I just unloop it, the receiver slides onto your belt. Excuse me, the receiver slides onto your belt like that with the Alias word sort of behind the belt. And let me tell you, I'll talk to you about this a bit later. This thing fits a 1.5 inch belt tightly. Okay, if your belt, we'll talk about belts a bit later on, but it's not, I can tell you this right now, going to fit every single 1.5 inch belt. So then you tighten your belt down, and obviously this would come all the way around. It would be something like that if you're carrying your belt correctly, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to do this. So you tighten your belt down, and what happens is the clip itself slots into that hole inside the receiver, like so. So as you can see, you've now got that clip inside the receiver, and once it's in there, it's in there. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. And you can literally hear there's a very audible, let me just take this out. There's a very audible click. So you'll know once it's clicked in. Then at the bottom, you'll see there's a little tab here. You pull this tab to the right, and that releases. It's a bit difficult when it's not on your body. That releases the clip. So by pulling this tab at the bottom here to the right, it releases the clip. Now, what it does do better than a single clip style clip or a single J clip, excuse me, is that it holds the holster on your body in such a way that there's very little movement. It doesn't like roll sideways, that sort of thing. Some people are extremely fussy and want their holster to like literally not move a millimeter. If you're running a single clip holster, then the Neomag Alias system is for you. Once this thing is locked on, it doesn't move at all. If you have something like this with a J clip, you can get a bit of a rotation and movement. You see what I'm saying? So those of you who want your firearm, your single clip holster to be sitting in the exact same orientation as when you put it on, the Neomag Alias is what you're looking for. Now guys, in terms of what belt this is going to fit, save yourself the trouble. Make sure you have a Core Essentials 1.5 inch belt. I have, let me just go through. So these are my core belts, excluding the one that I'm currently wearing, and they fit all my Core Essentials belts just fine. If you're in South Africa, we have a couple of other belts. There's the Sniper Gear belt. It won't fit Sniper Gear's 1.5 inch belt. Obviously, it won't fit the CR Speed belt. It won't fit Daniel's Cobra belt. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If we take the receiver, just get this off. So this is a 1.5 inch clip, and this is marketed as a 1.5 inch belt. It's not going to go in there. Okay, so thus far, it's only Core Essentials belts that this works with. If you have one of these leather style belts, like this, the problem here is it's just too thick. Okay, so I'm going to go out on a limb, buyer's guide. If you don't have a Core Essentials belt, invest in a Core Essentials belt prior to investing in the Neomag Alias. I've tried fiddling with the screws to loosen up a little. You can a bit, but it's not sufficient to a point where it'll run through any of these belts. And then guys, you also get the Alias beltless system. Now this features I don't know if this is carbon fiber or what it is, but it looks like carbon fiber. belt, shall I say, or belt partition, and these two ulti-clips. Now, ulti-clips are very popular in the industry. People know them quite well, and they are really, really good clips. And then you've got a receiver that you can move around on. You can either put it on this side or on this side for wrong-handed people. And the way this works is, if you're wearing a pants without a belt, then you simply take your holster and you slot it in, and this whole system acts as your belt. Now, I have run this on a sweatpants. It does work. It does work with a setup of this size. The only thing I would say that is very important is that sweatpants has to have a drawstring around the waist that you can tighten. A good way to test this for yourself is put on the pair of pants that you want to test this with, whether it be your cycling shorts or whatever the case may be, and put on your standard holster. If you can carry this on that pants, then you can carry this on that pants. If you can't tighten that pants down enough, or if it doesn't have a sufficiently robust waistline to where you can carry your standard EDC holster on that waistline or belt line, it's probably not going to work with a Neomag Alias system. This system does work, but you need to be able to tighten that waistline of your pants or sweatpants down tight enough to where it's not going to cause the whole setup to just sag and fall over. This is available in South Africa from SA Tactical Institute. As I said, where they do shine is when you're running a single clip holster. Then this kind of thing really begins to show its true value. Let's flip the view and do a quick Patreon giveaway. As you guys know, this week I'm giving away one of these Urban Warrior compact ready pouches, as well as a Snake Star Systems EDC tourniquet. I'm giving one away this week and next week, I think, and the week after. And then next month on Patreon, I'm giving away a Holosun Red Dot. So stay tuned for that. If you want to become a patron, it's the first link in the video description below. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, it's the first comment. Let's flip the view and give away some gear. Okay guys, so by now you pretty much know the drill. These are my list of active patrons as of the time of recording this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all 114 names and paste them into a name randomizer. Go here, paste. And then we are going to randomize these names. 114 names were randomized. Then I'm going to take numbers 1 to 114 and copy that into my random wheel of names. Copy that, paste that here. Just make sure there's 114. Yes, there is, and there's 114 entries. We are then going to shuffle those entries and click to spin, and the name that basically corresponds with this number in the name randomizer is going to win that giveaway. So it's number 95, and number 95 is going to be Jacques Stander. So well done to you, Jacques. I will make arrangements with you on Patreon to get that giveaway to you. Let's switch the view and we can end off. So well done to that Patreon winner. I will reach out to you on Patreon, guys. The Neomag Alias, it does everything they say it's going to do and nothing they say it's not going to do. If you're running a single clip holster, is it probably the best way to do so? I think so. And so as long as you're buying it with that view in mind, I think it's a really worthwhile purchase. Single clip holsters, there's definitely value to the Neomag Alias. That is it, guys. I will see you again in the week for another review. Have a good week. Be safe. Train hard. Cheers. God bless.